G-L-A-M-O-R-O-U-S. We flying first class, up in the sky, pop champagne, living my life in the fast lane. I won't change by the glamorous, ooh, flowers, the glamorous, glamorous, by the glamorous, ooh, flowers, the glamorous, by the glamorous, ooh, flowers.
Let's go. I've been
I'm the type of girl to look you dead in the eye. I'm real as it comes if you don't know why I'm fly. I seen you try to switch it up, but girl, you ain't that dope. I'm the Wonder Woman, let me go get my robe. I'm a supermodel, mommy, see mommy. Amnesty International, got makeup on my top. I love my ass and my ass is ridiculous. All promiscuous, my style is ridiculous. You see us in the club, you'll be acting real nice. You see us on the floor, you'll be watching all night. We ain't here to hurt the body. Wanna see you with the body. You see us in the club, you'll be acting real nice. You see us on the floor, you'll be watching all night. We ain't here to hurt the body. Wanna see you with the body.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's up and what's going on, traders? Good morning and happy hump day. Yeah, baby, it is hump day, April 5th, 2023, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are going to dive in to it. We're going to talk about the top stocks of the day, break everything down, get you guys focused, get you guys dialed in for today's trading session so you know where the best opportunity is, right? There's thousands of stocks moving. Which ones are the best and why? That's it. That's it, okay? Thousands of stocks moving. We could trade one of 1,000 stocks, but which ones are the best, number one, and why? So this is an opportunity for you guys to learn how we go through this process every single morning live as the market's moving. Shit, who knows? Maybe you'll get some live trades as well, and you're earning strategically. All right, so before we dive into it, we'll let everybody kind of tune in and migrate on over. So hit me once again with a big ol' good morning, and we will go ahead and start diving to it. Don't you like the aesthetics? Right? Someone's like, did you switch your camera? Yes, I did. Aesthetically, this is freaking beautiful, right? Look at the blue and the purple background. Oh my gosh, it makes me look sexy. So it's very aesthetically appealing. You guys have something nice to look at, not just my big, ugly face. All right? So, good morning, Texas. Travis, Dan, Hogwired. Travis again, Mr. Hunter Brown. Get your ass inside the chat, my man. And then OG, you're rated. What's good with it? Steve, good morning inside the chat. Tracy, actually, everybody inside the chat, hit me with a big old good morning right now. Start again. Hit me with the big old freaking good morning. All right, Steve, Tracy, Matthew, Arton, what's up, buddy? Corey, Trader, Adam, my man. As everybody's hitting with a big old good morning, here in about 10 minutes, we have some economic data coming on out. Want you guys to basically remind me, right? I'm looking at 2 different chats. I'm going to start reviewing penny stocks. We got a lot to discuss. We got about 40 minutes to do it. So just remind me, like, hey, Josh, 8:30, you got your economic data, and that's when we're going to go look at the SPY, SPY. All right, and then 10 o'clock, we got some data as well, right? So kind of going to be hands-off a little bit this morning here with the SPY because we have a lot of economic data coming on out. So let's not waste any time. Let's dive into it. There we go, Hunter. That's what I'm talking about. Let's dive into it, right? Let's start with our morning stock newsletter, guys, all right? So morning stock newsletter, hump day, April 5th, 2023. And I actually got a big announcement for some of you over on YouTube right now, is here in the next week or so, we are going to actually allow you to get access to our morning stock newsletter absolutely free. Right now, it's exclusive for clients inside of the community. It's very, very anticipated. It's very comprehensive. A lot of traders love this, and they find a lot of value in it. So here next week, I'm going to make a few announcements. You guys can actually get access to the morning stock newsletter again every day, Monday through Friday. It's posted no later than 9 o'clock for free. I'll blast it to you via SMS to your phone. So there it is, to your email. It'll be a good time, guys. So there's a lot of value here. So, again, good morning. Happy hump day. I hope you all had a wonderful evening and you are ready for today's trading session. I'm excited to get to work, have some fun with the best trading community and you YouTubers here as well. And let's just get ready for an awesome day. And I always like to start with some positivity. Remember that quality trades are the key to your success in the market. It's important to stay focused, remain disciplined, and let the best trades come to you. Don't go chasing these stocks, right? Don't go FOMOing in. Stay focused, stay disciplined, let the best trades come to you. Quality trades are how you make money, okay? That's how you make money. When you take great trades, a byproduct of that is you make money. When you take sloppy, shitty, FOMO-y types of trades, that's when you see yourself losing money. So keep this front and center in your mind. Quality trades is how you make money, right? How do you make money? You take quality trades. It's a byproduct, okay? Get focused, get dialed in, get disciplined, and let the best trades come to us, right? So everybody inside the chat, we don't have enough time to break down every single stock with news, but I've already done the legwork for you. I've already broke down all these stocks that have news, all right? Like IMUX, positive data news. Great stuff there. We got some back burner sleeper plays on the watch list as well. So take your time, understand what's moving, what has a press release, and all that good stuff. And actually, let me update it because there's a few other press releases that we just added. Yep, FRGT, WIMI, and CROX. Go check out my SPY game plan for today's team. All right, check out the SPY game plan. Check out AMST and GFAI for the mid-candle breakouts. Some quality stuff here, guys, today in the market. Check out the gappers, top social mentions, what's going on in the market. Most shorted stocks. Again, economic calendar is key. What do we have going on in the economy today if you're trading the SPY or these large caps? And always go check out those prior day movers as well, guys. All right, so right now, just to simplify it, just to dive into it, let's start with IMUX. It comes right from morning stock newsletter. IMUX reporting positive data from their phase 2 trial. Right, that is a hot keyword in this press release. Reporting positive data from their phase 2 trial. IMUX this morning, guys, getting a nice little 24% gap up. Okay, 24% up right now at this point in time. 35 million in float, trading really nice volume. It's nearly 10 times its average volume. Okay, but from a technical perspective, you guys got to be hands off right now. So here's the deal. We've been seeing a lot of these snap back higher low pushes. Would you guys agree yesterday? How many snap back higher low pushes did we have in the market? So many. And they were great trades. Now if you're like, okay, Josh, I've never heard of a snap back higher low push. Well, it's something that I came up with. It's one of my go-to strategies that I absolutely love. And you see this on small caps, large caps, futures, crypto, it doesn't matter. I love it. So basically, number one is you identify a key level of, say, support in this scenario, right? It's complete 180 to the short side as well, okay? But for this situation, this scenario here with IMUX, we actually, give me 1 second. Oh shit, I'm sorry, guys. There you go. Jesus. Hey guys, I was just too excited this morning. I was way too excited. Usually this is what it seems like. Good morning. Music goes down, fades away. I'm just going to get one of those switchboards so I can just click a button and it does it for me so I don't forget. There we go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Everybody's leaving now. They're like, what is this dude doing? Like, why is he jamming out with some freaking Kanye? All right, my bad, guys. Yeah. It's all good. Hey, accidents happen, guys. Accidents happen, okay? We're all human. We make mistakes, okay? But we're all set now. We're all set. So we have IMUX. And what I was saying is we have snap back higher low pushes. And we've been seeing this a lot. Now, this is a long setup. And it all really starts with identifying a key level of support. And now this 187 is actually coming straight from the daily, right? So that's a level that I identified on the daily. And it just so happened to be the first high we put in here in pre-market. Then we broke above. We see we came down and we tried to hold it. Would you guys agree? We put in this high as resistance. And remember, 187 comes right from the daily chart. It's being respected in pre-market. We broke above that level with some nice volume, right? But we came down. We couldn't bounce off of it and move higher. We actually failed to hold that level. And now we're dropping on down below. And now we're coming back into this level as what? Resistance. So at this point in time, as long as IMUX is below 187, that's resistance. You could look for a short opportunity. But what I want to point out is this market's relatively hot. Penny stocks are on fire right now. And yesterday, what did we see? A lot of potential short opportunities, right? But we were seeing a lot of these snap back higher low pushes to where the stock looks like it would be a good short off that resistance level. But what does the stock do? It's right back above that level of resistance with some decent volume. You're like, all right, so it's snapping back above that level of potential resistance. And we're getting above that level, snapping back above that key level that's been respected multiple times. And then it quickly pulls back, puts in a higher low, and it pushes. I absolutely love these strategies. And we saw like maybe 5 of these yesterday to where it's like, hey, I kind of want to get short off this resistance level. Wrong. Stocks are breaking, moving higher. Quick pullbacks into those levels of support. The stock is proving that it's regaining. For example, here with IMUX, 187, and we get a nice push off that level. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here with IMUX, right? Like right now, you got to be hands off because you are below 187. And if it can't break above 187, it would be a good short, and it's actually easy to borrow. But if you see the stock pop back above 187, that's a fantastic sign that you can get a quick pullback into 187 for those to the penny entries for the push higher. I call these the snapback because we're snapping back above that support level, pulling back, regaining that level, and proving, hey, we're above this level now. This is now going to be support. putting in a higher low and getting that nice push. So that would give us about a 187 entry off that potential, right? Snap back, higher low push. Entries around 187. Targets are at these highs right around 207. That's 20 cents to the upside. And the beautiful thing about these strategies is your stops on this particular stock, 5 to 10 cents, right? You don't give it that much breathing room. It's going to come back down to the penny and bounce. If it doesn't come back down to the penny and it starts cracking below, you stop out quick. These strategies are to the penny trades, snapping back above that level of resistance, pulling back, tapping that level to the penny as support, and then instantaneously getting a push to the upside. Right? So that's what I'm looking at here with IMUX. And IMUX has a killer press release. I like it, right? Positive data on their phase 2 trials, right? If I can actually find my hot keyword. Joey, if you're here, Joey, please do me a favor and post the hot keyword PDF that I created. So I can just show everybody what these hot keywords that we're looking for in these press releases. But hey, we may have a trade right here together, guys. Like, you guys want to learn? You guys are learning. Why are we looking at IMUX? Why is it a top stock? Well, it has a press release, right? Check out the volume, substantial, nice low float, currently up 28%. 10% of the float is currently short. So that's how we're breaking this stock down as far as, okay, this is why it's moving. This is why we want to keep it on watch. That press release is pretty decent. And now we're learning as far as, hey, what could we see take place here in the next 3 to 5 minutes for a potential trade? And let's earn together at the same time. You guys want to earn as well? Maybe we have a trade here that we can take together and build a nice plan on it and then go from there. So check it out, guys. IMUX right now is starting to get back above this 187 mark, okay? Did it occur with good volume? Not really, right? Not really. But I'd like to see a nice push, right? And then get that pull back to 187 and then go. That's how I would like to trade it. Technically, you're above 187. If you want to take this trade, you're technically above 187. The only reason I'm staying out of it is I'm very, very picky with my trades. Very picky. We didn't break back above that level substantially, right? It was a barely like 2 penny break. If this would have been like maybe 5-6 cents and we actually saw a decent break on good volume and then pulled back, count me in. So that's the reason why I'm going to stay away, because I'm very, very picky with my trades and it didn't break with the volume or have a relatively strong enough break back above that 187. So right now, I'd have to wait to see if it can pop on up a little bit, then pull back, then look for those entries. On this candle here, I wouldn't take that trade personally. All right, so anyway, that's IMUX, and this is definitely going to be one of our top stocks on the day, guys. Definitely one of our top stocks, okay? FRGT. This stock has potential. FRGT had a press release this morning, right? FRGT is expecting their revenue of $36 million. That's representing a 40% growth from 2022. FRGT at this point in time has a lot of great potential. I mean, look at that float. It's under 1 million in float. If you guys are penny stock traders, you love low float stocks. These stocks can rip, these stocks can run, and they can move big and they can move fast. So we got a press release here with FRGT, very low float stock, okay? Float is something that I look for. If it's 100 million in float, I know it's a slower and steadier mover. The lower the float, the bigger the spikes. I want to find the stocks that can move 50 cents to $1 just like that, because I like scalping the market. So FRGT, very low float, has a press release. Are we trading at least 2 times more volume today than we do on average? Yes, average volume, 600,000. Volume this morning since that press release dropped around 7:30, 2 million shares. So we're trading higher than average volume, nice low float stock, okay, has a press release. Now, how far can it go? How much room is there? Okay, are we sitting under 5 different levels of resistance to where it's like, my goodness, this is going to be hard for this stock to rip on up today? We're sitting under like 5 levels of resistance, or is there a clear window to the upside? There's not a lot of resistance to the upside to where we can actually move. That's the final thing that I'm looking for. Where are we? Location, location, location. Location's everything. On the daily chart, where are we? Okay. Are we very close to strong resistance? Do we have a lot of room to run? So here's one thing that I'm noticing right now here with FRGT, right? Yesterday's pre-market high, 237. Some of this daily support, right? Daily support. I wouldn't really say daily support, for example. I would say, hey, we came down 2 days back to back and had a pretty nice bounce. Came here, bounce. We have multiple touches on the daily at 237. Multiple touches on the daily at 237. Okay, look at this. Yesterday, pre-market high, 237. That is going to be resistance. So I do not want to touch a stock long while we're sitting at a ceiling, right? 237 is a ceiling, right? I don't want to be touching it long as we're sitting at the ceiling, because at levels of resistance, there are more sellers than buyers. That's why it's resistance. Psychologically, from trading psychology, hey, at resistance levels that the vast majority of traders see, there are going to be more sellers than buyers. But trading psychology says, hey, if we break through that ceiling, we break through that barrier, and we push through those sellers, there are clearly more buyers, and then we could trade that for the next leg up into that strength, into that potential breakout. So again, just really trying to break everything down for the newer traders that may be here. They're like, what's support? What's resistance? Why wouldn't you touch it? That's why. It's like a ceiling. It's a barrier, right? Buyers are going to have a hard time getting through that ceiling, through that barrier. Why? Because a lot of traders see 237 being strong resistance. So people that are in this, what are they doing at 237? They're selling, 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 and there are more sellers than buyers. And when you have more sellers than buyers, that's when a stock's price will move lower. When you have more buyers than sellers, that's when you can see a stock's price move higher, right? Very, very basic stuff. And I'm sure 90% of you guys know this, okay? But there could be a few brand new traders that are like, oh, that was a great explanation. Thank you. I never really understood support resistance. So right now, FRGT, right, has a good press release, right? Decent, right? 40% growth over 2022, okay? Low float stock, and it has room to run if we can break 237. So if we can break this 237 level, and then we could see that resistance level turn into support, take a look at the daily chart. Where can we see this go? Well, our first target would be this gap down, spiking high. You see how we gapped down? The next day we pushed and put in this high at 269 and then flushed. That's going to be our first level of resistance. Our main target today here with FRGT is going to be this daily gap fill. So this little gray box that I'm drawing, that is your main level of resistance. It's your daily gap fill, okay? And it's your 50 SMA. So if we are able to break 237 today and stay above 237, we have potential to 269, upwards of 280 to fill this daily gap, and that's also going to put you right in to the 50 SMA. So ask yourself that final question. Is there room to the upside, right? Can this stock move and open on up without issues and just get a nice move to the upside? Or are we sitting under strong resistance? Well, hey, right now we are sitting under very strong resistance. But if we can break that strong resistance level, how much more room to the upside do we have? Well, you got about 15 to 16%. That's about 40 cents to the upside that you could possibly get out of FRGT. So if you had 1,000 shares on this trade and it were to get all the way and fill that gap up towards around 280, and you had 1,000 shares, do you know how much you would make? $400. And it would only cost you $2,400 to buy those 1,000 shares to make $400, which would be a 17.6% return. So the question is, do we have room to the upside? We do. But first things first, we need to be breaking that 237 and staying above that 237. And we know that there is at least an additional 40 cents to the upside. I like this, right? So location, we have room to the upside. Good press release, nice low float stock. And again, it's trading pretty good volume at this point in time. So that's why FRGT would be another top stock to be watching today, guys. FRGT for those reasons. Now, let me give you an example of a stock that we're like, maybe not, Josh, right? Maybe not. So here's an example of a maybe not stock. Let's go look at RNAZ, for example, right? RNAZ. Is this a good example? No. RIBT. I just want to give you an example of a stock that's like, okay? RIBT. The stock is gapping up 18%. It's trading 1 million shares compared to the 10 million on average. So right off the bat, it's trading way less volume than it normally does. I'm sorry, it changed over. It's trading 900,000 shares. On average, it trades 55,000. So you look at RIBT, you're like, all right, Josh, it's gapping up 15%, right? It's up 15%, dude. That could rip and run, okay? On average, it trades 55,000 shares. Today, it's trading nearly 1 million, and it's a low float stock. It's 6 million in float. But why would FRGT or IMUX be a better candidate than RIBT? Like, what's the one thing that really separates those stocks, right? Because from a newer trader perspective, it's like they're all the same. It's gapping up 15%. This stock's moving in pre-market. There's some volume. Let's trade it. No. Is there a press release? There's not a press release on RIBT. Okay. That's one of the pieces of criteria that we want to see met in order for this to be a quality stock for us to watch, right? That's one of the 4 things that we look for. A catalyst, a press release, a daily chart setup. There's got to be a catalyst. There's got to be a reason, right? What's the flow? How much volume is it trading? And then lastly, what's the last thing? My goodness, I'm out of it today. Press release, the catalyst, the flow, the volume, and then the location, right? Where is it at on the daily? Like, where's it at? How much room to the upside do we have, or are we coming into a lot of strong resistance? So one of the first things that stand out to me is RIBT doesn't have a press release, right? And then look at the way it's moving in pre-market. Look at the daily chart, right? It just doesn't really stack up and compare to something like IMUX that has a great press release, that has a nice low float stock, that's trading 10 times the volume today than it normally does on average, and the location's great. We have some room to the upside. So that's how we eliminate noise. That's my process of eliminating noise, and that's how I'm able to take 20 to 30 penny stocks every single day and break it down to like 3. Sometimes 5 if the market's hot, but usually 2 to 3 stocks out of the 20 to 30 that I could potentially trade that are on these scanners in front of me. That's how I eliminate the noise. And that's how I usually identify and trade the top stocks of the day and set the other ones aside that usually don't do all too much. That would be a good example of a stock that just wouldn't meet that criteria, that checklist of being a watch list worthy stock, right? So let's dive into it a little bit further. Give you guys my stocks real quick. IFRX, where we're getting into it. So yeah, IFRX had a press release yesterday. Shares are trading higher after the company announced it received FDA emergency use authorization for Gohibic for the treatment of COVID-19 patients. This stock ripped yesterday, right? Nice post-market action. Here in pre-market, we're starting to crack this trend line. I was telling traders inside a chat, if we start to crack this trend line, I would be looking for a short position. I just feel like I'm about maybe, I'm very late. 435 would be a great short entry for the crack. We're already down at 416. If I'm getting in short now, I'm chasing the stock, so I can't get involved. Right now, here are your support levels with IFRX. 403, number 1. And then if we crack below that $4 level, support's down around 347 here with IFRX. So right now at this point in time, is it one of our top stocks? I wouldn't really classify it as maybe a top stock. I still think FRGT has some of the best potential here. I do believe IMUX has decent potential as well. All right. SECO, I do like SECO, guys, right? Nice press release yesterday. The stock goes from a pre-market low of 60 cents all the way to 188, and it's given a lot back. But what is it doing? It's coming back down into those pre-market highs, that pre-market resistance. So we are pulling back down into a key level of support, 110. Is it one of my top stocks? Probably not, but it has potential today. It can definitely be added to your watch list. So as long as SECO stays above this 110 level and we see it hold as support, you could definitely look for an opportunity to the long side here with SECO. You have some room up towards around 141. You would have room up towards around 154. And then you would have room up to yesterday's highs and yesterday's resistance right around 180. But here's the deal. Is SECO one of my top 3? I don't think it's a top 3 stock. We can definitely see the differences between SECO and FRGT. we can see the differences here, even with IMUX, as to why I think the stock has some potential. SECO, does it have potential? Absolutely. Would I consider getting involved in this stock? 100%, as long as it stays above this 110 support level. We have room to 140, 154, and then 178. All right. IFRX has great potential today as well, right? We could bounce off 4 and start to rip. If we crack below 4, guess what? It's easy to short. We could look for a short down to that 347 support level. IFRX has great potential. I want to add it to my watch list. But does this stock get real estate in my mind at 9:30 when the market opens? Is this one of the stocks that I'm dialed in on and I'm looking at right at 9:30 to start my day? No. Okay, which stocks do? Right now at this point in time, FRGT and IMUX. Those are the stocks that are front and center in my mind at 9:30 as I see some of the best potential with these stocks right at the start of the day. SECO, watch list, has great potential. It's something that we will periodically look at, okay? IFRX, periodically looking at this. If we see an opportunity, let's get involved, okay? The last one would be BFRG. If we see BFRG dip on down towards around 470, we would have a great dip buy opportunity here with BFRG. That would be off of Monday's close and Monday's high a day. So we can see here high a day and close on Monday was $4.70. We gapped up yesterday, spiked big, and gave a lot back. Okay, so if we open on up and continue to drop on off and we come down to the penny to that 470 support level, I would look for a quick dip buy opportunity and maybe look for a quick scalp here with BFRG. And that would be a dip buy strategy off that 470 level. So again, back burner stock, doesn't get real estate right at the start of the day. It's not front and center in my mind, but there is potential for a possible trade. Looking for a dip buy at $4.70. Okay. So right now, it's pretty clear. We have two stocks that are definitely my top stocks at this point in time. Now, it looks like we have another one starting to move on up. That's going to be BURN. BURU, my bad. BURU. What's going on with BURU? So, BURU shares are trading higher after the company announced it has been selected by the U.S. Department of Defense for a position on the multiple award indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract for high energy laser beams. Key takeaway, they've been selected by the U.S. Department of Defense. BURU. Great press release. Okay, let's go check this one out. BURU is up 100%, 150% at this point in time. It's trading 5 times its average volume, and it's a nice low float stock. So it's meeting 3 of the 4 pieces of requirement. It's meeting 3 of those 4 things. What's the 4th and final thing? Location. Can this stock continue to rip to the upside? Do we have a lot of room to run? Check that out, guys. Right on the daily chart. Look at that $6 resistance. Okay, look at the daily chart. Where could we see it go up to? 757. You see how we're basically tapping these levels to the penny? Here in pre-market, we broke above that $6 level, pulled back to it, and we see resistance here at that 757 mark. So right now, I like that. I like how the stock is respecting some of these daily levels here intraday and pre-market. So where could we see it go? Right? Let's say it breaks that 757 mark. Right? Let's say it breaks 757 and goes on its next leg up. Where could we see this go? Look at the daily chart. Right around 875, and 875 is in line with the 875 psychological rule for penny stocks. So I'd say $8.75. And then up towards around 10 psychological level of resistance, and then that spiking high of $14. So let's see. If we break 757, where could we go? 875. That's $1.25 to the upside. That's a lot of potential, right? It's not 10, 20 cents. It's $1.20. If we break that 875 mark, and what do we know about 875, right? 80% of the time when we have a low float penny stock breaking 875, 80% of the time it rips right up the 10. If we break 875, that 875 rule, we know we have room up towards around $10. Another $1.25 to the upside. And we know that if BURU ever breaks $10, we have room to 14. So just like that, we find another great stock, BURU, right? Nice low float, trading great volume, location, tons of room to the upside, and a great press release as well. So we've just identified our top 3 stocks, guys, right? There were so many stocks we could have looked at. CDLX. We looked at BFRG, IFRX, GFAI, AMST, SECO, IMUX, FRGT, and BURU. And out of those 10 stocks that we just dissected, it's very clear to us that 3 of those are the best candidates for today. BURU. It hits every single box on that checklist as far as what are we looking for to determine a watch list worthy stock, a top stock of the day. BURU meets those requirements, right? FRGT hits all the boxes. IMUX right now hitting the boxes. Okay, so these are going to be the top 3 stocks that I'm watching right at 9:30. Now, don't get me wrong, SECO, it's still on watch. There's potential here with SECO above 110. Don't discredit it. Okay, AMST, we have potential for a mid-candle breakout, right? You guys know mid-candle breakouts, phenomenal stuff, but can't tell you the last time we've actually seen a mid-candle breakout. So here's the deal. Volume is most likely going to start really moving on in at a 325 break. So if we start to break this 325 level, look for longs. That's where volume is really going to start moving on in. Up to where? I'd say up towards around 350 and then back up towards around $4 for the mid-candle breakout, okay? GFAI, volume will start moving back in over $12. So a re-break at 12, that's the confirmation for the mid-candle breakout. That's where you're looking to get long. Where do we have room to? $13, okay? $13. Then where can we see GFAI go? GFAI has room to 14. GFAI has room to 14.47. Then we have room to 15.55. So you know what? I like GFAI a lot. I think GFAI could be a fantastic back burner sleeper play, right? That's how I classify my watch lists. We have top 3 stocks, maybe it's 5, top stocks of the day. Then we have watch list worthy stocks that are on the watch list. They have potential. They're not complete shit, but I'm not going to really put all my focus on those stocks right at the start of the day, okay? And then we have back burner sleepers. That's a stock that you would honestly want to discredit. You'd be like, dude, it's not doing anything. I don't want to watch it. But it has higher time frame potential. That's why I call it a back burner, because it may not do anything. Sleeper play, that if it starts to move, it's going to slide under everybody's radar, and it has a lot of massive potential to go on a big move. That's why I classify something like GFAI as a back burner sleeper play. Beautiful mid-candle breakout on the daily. We're gapping down, so we're meeting that criteria literally to a T for the mid-candle breakout. This was already a hot stock from $4 to over $20, setting up for the mid-candle breakout. This is a perfect back burner sleeper play, guys. So GFAI would be the number 1 back burner of the day. And just like that, right? I took from 7 to 8 to really get prepared. We took from around 8 until what time is it? 8:50 to break everything down thoroughly. We do this for you every single morning, right? This is the really, really nice thing about what we do is we break this down for you, right? All of the top stocks with news. So you know how to find stocks like FRGT, how to find stocks like IMUX, and then go do your due diligence, right? What's the flow? What's the volume? Where is it at? What's the location? How much room to the upside or to the downside if you're shorting does it have? And then I give you my personal game plans, right? I'll give you my game plan on the SPY as far as entries, exits, what I'm expecting, game plans on some of these small cap stocks. For example, we discussed GFAI, and we also discussed AMST, which is another good candidate for a mid-candle breakout. So I'm breaking down some of my personal plays for the day, and then all of the tools and all the resources you need to get as prepared as possible. Like I said, sometime next week, I will be dropping some details on how you guys can get that sent to your phone every single morning, right? So last but not least, let's dissect the SPY. Right? Last but not least, let's dissect the SPY. So here's the deal. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen on the SPY. Okay, I'm going to throw this into a 4-hour time frame so we can see it. So I've identified 402.54 being a key level of support, right? So if we look at that 402.54 level, there's multiple touches, right? It is a key level of support, okay? Since we're above it right now, it's going to be support, but look at how many times we've hit that level. Multiple touches, highs a day, lows a day, highs a day, breakout points, highs, closes. I mean, there's multiple touches. There's extremes. There's extreme lows. There's points of volume through those level. That's going to be a very key level of support here on the SPY, right around 402.54. And what's really unique about that 402.54 when you zoom out and you really do more analysis, you see this uptrend here on the SPY. Guess what? Here tomorrow, if the SPY's down at that trend line, where else would it be? Right at 402.54. You see that downtrend that we just broke above last Friday? If the SPY comes down tomorrow around 402.54, what else would that be? It would be retesting that downtrend resistance as support, right? Downtrends like to be retested. We had a downtrend as resistance. We broke above. And if we continue to pull back for a downtrend break retest, that also puts us at this daily uptrend, and it also puts us at that key level of 402.54. There are multiple reasons, multiple separate reasons that have nothing to do with one another that indicates 402.54 is a fantastic level of support. So I don't really want to be touching the SPY long at this point in time until we get down towards around that 402.54. Can that happen today? It's possible, but I would think it would happen possibly Thursday into Thursday post-market, Friday pre-market. That's when I would expect to see the SPY near that 402.54. Would be maybe tomorrow or maybe sometime early pre-market on Friday, as we would be right at those 3 points, retesting that daily downtrend, coming back into this daily uptrend, and we've identified, hey, 402.54 is a key level. And by that point in time, guess what would also be there? See the 50 SMA? You know, by tomorrow or Friday, that 50 SMA may be a lot closer to that 402.50 as well. So that's a fourth separate reason 402.54 could be a great level of support. So here's the deal with the SPY. I don't want to go long right now at this point in time. I still think we have a little bit more room to the downside into that 402.54 region. When we get down there, I'm definitely thinking about taking it long. So what am I looking to do today? Okay, if we crack below yesterday's low of 407.22, I want to get short here on the SPY. Short-term short. I told you yesterday, I think we have more room to the upside. These pullbacks get bought on up. I'm going to be very patient with the short. I'm going to be very risk adverse. I'm not going to go hard and heavy. If I get in and it doesn't work out pretty much instantaneously, I'll cut my position, keep my losses small, right? Keep my losses very, very small. But I would be interested in possibly getting a short position below 407.22 if we can crack that level. But here's the deal. The market's hot. We're in a bear market rally. We still have some more room to the upside. I really think we could see 415 to 416 by next week. I think that's realistic. We may not crack this 407.22, right? And 407.22 is a key level as well, right? Look at all that resistance, 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 resistance. Yesterday's low of day, right? We may not crack 407.22. And that's okay, because if we hold 407.22, we take it long. Where to? I would say back up towards around 409.36 and then back up towards around some of these levels from yesterday. So, hey, you know what? If we don't crack below 407.22 and we don't get the confirmation for the short, that's fine. Take it long into resistance, 409.18. And then let's see how much higher it can go. That's realistic. That could happen. But here's the deal. When I look at the daily chart and I see three separate reasons, an uptrend, a downtrend, and support, all intersecting at the same exact price, it really makes me, guys. All right. It really gets me interested, right? We have confluence down here at this 402.54. We have the uptrend, the downtrend, and that key support level very, very close to the 50 SMA, right? I'm kind of like, you know what? That just seems logical. That seems realistic that we would get down to that key level and bounce off of it for the move higher. Another thing is we're overextended. We're due to pull back just a little bit, right? So again, if we crack 407.22, that's going to start to confirm my thesis of, hey, we can get down to that 402.50. We can get back into that daily uptrend, retest that daily downtrend, and then from there, have a great long for that potential next leg on up. But like I said yesterday, the market's strong. These pullbacks do get bought up. Bear market rally, fully engaged, right? We have a lot of great potential to continue to move to the upside. So if we hold above that 407.22 level, right, we could see that it's multiple touches. It's a key level of support. If we stay above that, we're going to play it long, back up towards around 409.20. Easy stuff. Easy day today on the SPY. At any point in time, we really crack below this 407.22. That's when I start getting short down to that 402.50 level. So always have a long plan in place, have a short plan in place, and always find the best of the best reasons and identify the best of the best setups. And I would have to say, hey, we got some great potential and great opportunity today here at the SPY. Another thing too, guys, today's the day. Today is the day. We are starting our $100 account futures challenge. So over the years, there's a lot of misinformation. A lot of people think, and a lot of quote unquote mentors teach that, hey, get into a simulated account for a couple of months. I agree, 3 to 6 months, as long as you need. And then they say, go to your $5,000 to $10,000 account. That's why there's still so many people losing. They'll trade $5,000 to $10,000 simulated account. They'll have 5 to 10 grand set aside, and they'll see some success in their simulated account. They're like, dude, I can do this with my money. They fund their account, 5 to 10K, and they blow it up. Why? They don't realize emotions play a huge factor. They don't understand the importance of controlling and regulating emotions. So I say, hey, that's important. That's another part of the learning process. Just like TA and strategies and paper trading, 3 to 6 months. Another very important part of the process to become a great trader is to learn how to regulate your emotions. That's it. So how do you do that? Couple $100 in your account. And that's where there's so much pushback. That's not the right way to trade. You don't trade with a couple $100 in your account. You got to have at least 10 grand. Wrong, right? If you want to be a great trader, you're going to have to master your mindset. Number one, you're going to have to regulate and control your emotions. How do you do that? Start with little amounts of money, because the second you go to a live account, whether that's $100 or $1 million, there is an emotional attachment. There's an emotional connection to money. Right? $100 or $1,000, right? Would you guys agree that if you just took $100 right now and flushed it down the toilet, you would feel something in your chest? You would feel some emotions, wouldn't you guys? Like I would. Like I'd take $100, flush it down the toilet. I'm going to be like, damn, that was stupid. Emotions. So regardless of going $100 in an account or $10,000 in an account, there's going to be an emotional connection to it. It's just human nature. So how do you learn how to regulate, tolerate, and suppress your emotions? Start trading with like a couple of $100, okay? You're not looking to get rich quick. You're not making $1,000 days. You're probably pulling in $20, $30 a day. But it's the point of you get to apply what you did consistently with confidence in the simulated account in the live market with little amounts of money, and in the moment be like, wow, that's what emotions feel like. Wow, I feel this, and learn how to suppress it and learn how to control it. And once you see consistency with a few $100, let's go to maybe 1,000. Oh, your emotions become heightened again, right? And then you learn how to resuppress those over time at your own pace. And once you have consistency dialed in on a $1,000 account, it's time to go to a $2,500 account. Your emotions become heightened again. And now you have an opportunity to learn how to suppress them. You're putting in consistent reps. You have freaking momentum. You're building good habits. And before you know it, 3 to 6 months later, you're now trading that $10,000 live account. You're consistent, you're not emotional, and you're crushing it. So, long story short, there is so much pushback in the trading community. And the reason why 90 to 95% of traders fail is mindset and emotional regulation, because everybody teaches this the wrong way. So I'm going to prove exactly what I teach. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. We're going to take a $100, $100 futures account, and we're going to grow that over the next 6 months. We're going to grow it and see how far we can take it to show you, hey, you can start trading with a couple of $100. You don't need thousands, and you can slowly grow that into larger amounts of money, slowly scale in the size, and slowly scale in to larger daily profits. Just like you're going to take 3 to 6 months in a simulated account, you're going to take 3 to 6 months to slowly grow that live account while controlling your emotions, mastering your mindset in the process, doing it the right way. I'm going to prove to you guys we can substantially take that $100 account to multiple thousands. Okay, my goal, over 5 figures. So we're going to get to it. We're going to have fun with it. So real quick, right? We got 28 viewers, 30 viewers here on YouTube. Let me ask you guys a question, because we're officially doing this every single day, right? Going live on YouTube, 8:15, pre-market rundown. How'd you guys enjoy it? Would you guys recommend we adjust our format so you guys get the most value? I show up to make sure you guys get exactly what you need. Members inside of chat, okay, how do you like me showing up at 8:15, breaking everything down from an educational standpoint? Give me your thoughts, give me some feedback, as this is our second full day of actually doing this. And as we move forward, I want to adjust, I want to adapt, tweak the format if needed to make sure you're getting as much value as possible, right? Inside a chat. And then, hey, like flies on the wall over on YouTube, listening in, learning, taking what you're learning, apply it, and earn at the same time. Catherine loves it. Cool. Because I'm like, seriously, if you guys don't like it, I could literally just chill in my office and not do anything for 45 minutes, right? But I want to make sure that I'm over delivering. Dope. All right, so Cameron likes it, right? A lot of great value, very educational. Okay, cool. Just making sure, because again, if you're going to tune in every day, I want you to get more than you need. That's my goal. Get exactly what you need or more than you need. If you're going to tune into these streams every day. If I'm going to do these streams every day, I want to make sure that you guys are getting what you need. Or why do it? So we're good. You're like my, morning coffee, Yasmin. I love it. Jeff loving it. Appreciate it. Awesome stuff. Awesome. That's it. Just want to make sure everything's dialed in. And if you ever have any recommendations, if you ever have any other recommendations at all on what we can do, what we can talk about, how we can structure this, get you guys more engaged, right? Let's do it. I'm here for you guys. Okay. I want to see you guys successful. I truly care about people's success. I want to see you guys successful. I want you guys learning for free. I want you guys implementing what you learn and earning. And then when you're ready, you can take it to the next level and you can invest in your education, whether that's with us, whether that's with another mentor, a coach, buy some books, I want you to be able to do this and make money, learn for free, implement this, apply it, and earn. And then, like everybody else inside of the community, take it to the next level. Get that one-on-one attention, that one-on-one help, that guidance, that structure that you need to really, really get to the level of success you want to get to. But in the beginning, we all have to start somewhere. I want to make sure you're getting everything you need for free, quality, value, each and every day. So let me know how I can adjust. Let me know how I can tweak. And we'll just make sure we get this as dialed in as possible. Mike, I know, dude. I know. You've been in chat for a couple of years. You've renewed your membership like 3 times, dude. So clearly Mike loves the community. Because he's renewed his membership like 1 million times, I feel like. Oh, and by the way, guys, I need some guinea pigs, okay? I need some guinea pigs to help me beta test university, right? So, like I told you guys, university's coming. We're about 90% there, but I'm going to need some guinea pigs to test university, okay? So it's university. Right? Alpha University. We've been working on this platform forever, and it's finally starting to come together. All of our trading tools have finally been coded and implemented. So if you guys are wondering what kind of trading tools are there, charts, company profile research, crypto research, the economic calendar, Forex heat map, fundamental data, market data, your screeners. We're getting ready to add live news streaming to the platform as well, right? Or all new vaults are getting worked on right now. All of the new trading courses that we've been working on are brand new trading chat rooms, right? And the market mastery program. We've been working very, very hard on this over the past 6 to 8 months. And I'd have to say it's coming together very nicely, guys. I'm really excited. Things are coming together beautifully. And we're just going to need some guinea pigs come on in here and just really just test the crap out of this, right? So I'm really excited. Like I said, it's come together really, really nicely, guys. Like, I'm super excited. Like I said, everything under one roof. That was my goal for Alpha Day Trading. And now we have Alpha University. You can learn, get access to the vault, the morning newsletter, all of the tools and resources that you need under one roof. You don't have to go anywhere else now. You just come right in here and you get everything you need for the trading session. It's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. And I cannot wait to really launch this for you guys and get you guys this access that you've been waiting several months for. Again, it's just so much stuff. It's so awesome, right? All the trading tools, the new streamer that's going to be put in. We're trying to work with scanners to get you some like legitimate customizable scanners, trading logs, trading journals, all within Alpha University. All you need, all the tools, all the resources, everything you need to be as successful as possible. And I'm just really stoked. It's come together beautifully. And yeah, want to get some of you guys inside, get you guys testing a little bit, see how things are going, and really just make sure we get some feedback, put the final pieces of the puzzle together, and we will be all set, ready to rock and roll. All right. So I'm very stoked, guys. Very excited. So we'll definitely allow maybe 5 to 10 of you to come on over at some point, maybe this week, into this week, maybe early next week. And we'll definitely do some testing. All right. That'd be freaking awesome. I can't believe what you offer for less than what some charge for a crappy Discord. 100%. You got a lot of people that throw up a free Discord, and it's okay. You know, I really, really believe in over-delivering. So why did I spend tens of thousands? I mean, it's way too much to develop a platform that I could use Discord, because I really care about trader success. I care about client results. I will sacrifice, you know, to ensure other people gain. And that's just my nature. That's just how I was raised. That's how I was brought up. And, you know, your guys' results speaks for, you know, what we do. And it's just an amazing thing to know that you guys support the community. You're here. We got a lot of lifetime members, consistent yearly renewals. We're able to take that and reinvest it into the community, reinvest it into you guys to give you exactly what you need when you need it. And yeah, dude, I'm just really excited. And this is just phase 1 too. Like, this is just phase 1. There's so much more to come with this platform, but this is just a phase 1. But there's going to be so much more this year that comes with it. And I'm just really, really excited to launch that, to get you guys in there. And we'll have some fun with it. All right. So BURU. Definitely going to be a stock that we're watching here today. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. SNES. What's up with SNES right now, guys? SNES signs a distribution agreement with Target Specialty Products for ContraPest. Terms were not disclosed, but right now we do have SNES getting some action. All right, SNES right now getting a little bit of action. Just added that to the morning stock newsletter as well for you guys. Catherine, that's why I'm here for multiple years. Yeah, year number 3 coming on up. I know a lot of you guys are really, really interested in market mastery as well. So raise your hand right now if you're excited for the new program that we've been working on for the last year as well. Market mastery, guys. I'm super stoked for it. It will be here in about a week. I'll be reaching out to some of you guys, having some just simple conversations and making sure it's a good fit. But I'm excited for market mastery. I'm really stoked. So look at Rob. Rob's ready. John's ready for market mastery. Guys, it's elite. I mean, absolutely elite. I am just absolutely stoked for it, guys. We've been working hard on this, bringing in the right minds, the right coaches, the right... Woo! Man, I just get the chills when I think about it because I'm like, if I had this 4 years ago for myself, oh, dude, game changer. Absolute game changer. I'm stoked. So, Zach's excited. Jack, John, Rob. Awesome stuff. Yes, sir, I want to click the buttons. I love it, man. All right, YouTubers, have an amazing rest of your day. Do this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. All right, so again, make sure you guys come up here, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. So every single morning that I go live, you'll get a notification that I'm live. Right? Come on in. We do the pre-market rundown every single morning from 8:15 till 9. You guys were very, very fortunate to get an extra 15 minutes this morning. A lot of great lessons here. So if you guys are looking for some basic, simplified lessons, right? Definitely check out the lessons. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. If you think anybody else would really enjoy the streams we put together or the lessons, share it on your social media. It means a lot to us. The support goes a long way. And the fact that we're able to put this value in front of so many other people. So subscribe, notify, definitely like the stream as well, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button on the stream. And then, like I said, share the channel to anybody that you think would find some great value in what you do and how we can continue to help here in the trading community, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into it one last time. Anybody here inside of chat have a stock you need reviewed? Okay, you know what my top stocks are. BURU. Not FRGT anymore. Look at that. FRGT is definitely not a top stock now. How's IMUX? IMUX is 50-50, guys. But we do have SNES now. All right, SNES showing some potential. Does anybody else have anything that they need some help with here? All right, let's review some of your stocks. Make sure that you guys are as prepared as possible. Okay. For those of you inside of chat, Apple, right? Catherine, we absolutely nailed the trade yesterday. Apple still has great potential to be a short. Okay. Maybe we pop back into this daily downtrend. I'd like to see us open, pop back up as close to that daily downtrend as possible. Get rejected once again off that level and then start really dumping on off for those shorts. I know you're already in, but for any reason we see Apple open, we push back to like 166, 167, back into that daily downtrend. Myself, I would be looking to grab some puts, 45-ish days out on Apple. Apple looks great. And Square, SQ, looks great as well for puts, okay? Right now with SQ, we are topping out, right? We have this little triple top, right? It's a little bit of this double top, but you've had 3 points across the top. So it's a little bit of this triple top. You may just see this M formation forming, this double top, right around the 200-day moving average as resistance. And it just so happens to be our 23.6 extension. So not only do we have this double top forming at the 200 SMA, rejection off the 20 EMA 3 times, right? You have a slight downtrend as well, holding this down as resistance. And it's the final 23.6 retracement. I do really, really like SQ for a short. I think we could really start to roll on over here, back down towards around like $66. And then I would say back down towards around 63.49. So I'm looking at some Square puts for myself, looking to see if I can get short on this today, as I think there's some really nice potential to the downside. Okay, so SQ for puts, Apple off that daily downtrend for puts as well. And you guys know exactly how I'm looking to position myself today on the SPY. And like I said, today starts the first day of the small $100 account, futures account that we'll be trading to show you guys, hey, you can make a good amount of money in the market. Okay. One thing I want you guys doing at this point in time is grabbing a trend line on the SPY and running it off these lows. Okay. If we start to crack this trend line when the market opens, I want to get short early on. Okay. I want to get short early on for the drop down to this 407.65 mark. Okay. Back down to this low from yesterday at 407.50. And then yesterday's low of day at 407.22. So if we cannot, I repeat, if we cannot break above VWAP and we do start to crack this trend line, I want to get short on the SPY for that drop on down into those lower levels of support that I just mentioned. Keep in mind, 10 o'clock, we do have economic data, okay? So here at 10 o'clock, we do have ISM non-manufacturing data being released. So understand that this gray line, you want to be out ahead of that data, ideally. You want to be out and flat on your position just so you don't get whipped out of a good trade, okay? So SPY, crack of the trend line, rejection off the VWAP. I would love to get short at the start down to those lower levels of support, okay? Apple and Square we discussed. We got some back burners. CDLX is a back burner today. BFRG for that 470 dip buy is a back burner today. IFRX is now going to be one of our top stocks here. All right, so we're going to make IFRX one of our top stocks here at this point in time, guys. Okay, we removed FRGT. We are now adding IFRX as one of our top 3. We start breaking 5. Look at that. We have some room to 560. We can see $5.60 here on IFRX. Let's keep this one on high watch at this point in time, guys. IFRX, number 1. IMUX. We're going to remove that from being a top 3. We're going to remove that from being a top 3. You see how quick things can change? IMUX is definitely not a top 1. Absolutely not. Right? But IFRX is 100%. IMUX, not anymore. FRGT, not anymore. Look at SECO. SECO is not looking all that bad. BURU looks good. So we got GFAI for the mid candle. IFRX, one of our top 3. BURU, another top 3. And then I would say if we had to choose another one, it would be SECO. SECO. Those would be the top 3 that I would see. Okay, those would be the top 3. So, all right, guys, let's get ready for today. Bite your tongue. Apple needs to die. Yeah, I hope it does. I hope it does. Anybody have any stocks right now that you're like, hey, Josh, I need your help here. I need you to take a peek-a-rooski for me. I mean, I'm pretty sure we did everything. Like, I mean, we reviewed damn near every stock in the market. We got a couple large cap plays for today. We got the SPY's plan built, ready to rock. We're all set, guys. We are all set. Gonna have some fun, make it happen, lock in some big time profits. You know what's sad, too? I was in IFRX this morning at like 440. I was in IFRX here for the bounce off the trend line. It failed, and now it's squeezing. You son of a gun. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, guys, we are all set. Everybody on YouTube, again, take this as a, Josh, you're amazing. Usually the stream is shut down at 9, but we were still going hard. A lot of great questions, and again, you guys needed some help. Normally, the stream is up until 9. All right, so today you got a little bit of an extra 21 minutes reviewing some of these large caps, looking at the SPY, and giving y'all the breakdown as well. So have a good day, everybody on YouTube. Take care. Right now, we're officially going live exclusively with our clients and our members inside of the community until about 11:30, trading live trainings, live education, helping you guys find setups, find trades, learn and earn, and get inside of Profits Chat. That is the goal, to come on in, to learn and earn and post up consistent profits every single day. If you guys want to learn more about joining, go to alphadaytrading.com. If you have any questions, just just hit me up, email me, josh@alphadaytrading.com. But I do look forward to seeing you guys back here tomorrow, 8:15, as we rack and roll and get you prepared again. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your hump day. Trade smart, trade safe. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 8:15, guys. Are you guys really in free chat right now? Oh my gosh, you guys are in free chat right now. I found you in free chat. Yeah, what are you guys doing over there? Oh, free chat's going away too. Ah, ha.